I made a movie called Chocholat, based on an English novel, basically just because I liked the script that was written by an American. Now, coincidentally only, I found another story that was sent to me like 2 years ago, through Spielberg and his company DreamWorks. Spielberg had himself planned to make the film, direct the film, but he decided against it and moved on to another project and handed it to me. I had the opportunity to work with him 10 years ago. He was supposed to produce a film that I was supposed to direct. It never happened. It fell apart. So it was great that we were able to work together. And I've always dreamt about having him as a producer, because he's just the director I admire the most. On a technical level, he's the best filmmaker ever, I think. So I got to work with him on the script a little bit, and he looked at the dailies, and he gave me ideas on the editing. So that was just heavenly, that experience. I've probably always been looking for golden stars in my book. I remember the golden stars I got when I'd written a good assignment in first grade and second grade. I still like those stars when I make a film and I get 4 or 5 of those things. It's always encouragement, and I think many artists, even directors, need encouragement and support, and because we are fragile souls. The self-esteem, this maybe goes with actors more, but there's certainly a lack of confidence there as an artist that needs to be. So that support is great. I think this was a question. Am I looking for my own Michelin star? Yes. A little upset that I still haven't gotten a star on the Hollywood Boulevard or Hollywood Walk of Fame there. No, I'm too Swedish for that. Food can be a very strong tool, or an efficient tool to bring you back in time, to time and place and the state of mind of the past. I've had that happen to myself. Not only Proust had this happen to him, but I certainly experienced how a smell or a taste that you haven't had for years or decades can bring you straight back to not only the situation but also to a frame of mind of the only way I can remember myself as a child is through that, when I had that experience. So it's true. Food can be create strong memories. I would phrase it slightly differently. No, he was already decided on. I came on board pretty late. Helen Mirren had already been cast. Since this started out as a Spielberg movie, Juliet Blake, one of the producers, had hired him to write the script based on the book. So he was not my choice. Simple as that. But I had a lovely experience working with him. It really has differed from time to time, to year to year. I started out in Sweden making my own, writing my own scripts based on, because in Sweden in those days there were no such thing as a screenplay writer, I had to write my own material, which was great fun. So I made drama comedies based on my own life. And after that, moving to America, I completely changed routes. I started reading other people's scripts, and but I was still mostly interested in drama comedies. Broad comedies has never been. I never had a taste for that. And, I thought the drama comedy had the genre that was closest to depicting life. If I want to be truthful to life and depict it authentically, it seemed like the drama comedy was because life is comedic and tragic, and I want to be truthful, which is kind of a driving force. Even if I picked strongly emotional things like Dear John, you said, or Chocholat, but they're different in tone. I've been all over the place, I must admit, and I don't know if I can say that I have a passion for performers and performances, and I want to help actors create things that ring true and authentic. I love when a moment is up there on the screen that seems irrational but rings emotionally true to an audience. That's the golden moment that I'm always striving for. But the genres have been all over the place. Yes, I made a broad comedy like Casanova. This one is a fairy tale-like story that tries to be authentic with performances, which is another maybe different hybrid. Chocholat had similar ambitions of being a stylized story that had authentic performances. So, yes, I don't know if they have a read. I hope the through line, what they have in common is that they have an interest in where a character can take a story as opposed to a plot that commonly sacrifices character for that plot, at least in America.